Com presents the College Football Blast Show on another Wednesday night here. Back with I don't know, it's another familiar face. You might be getting tired of it now. He seems to be on everything. We got Right Cape here with some college football picks and one of my favorite college football analysts. And unfortunately, he's a Michigan fan, especially this weekend. I got Ross. I got Ross coming back. How you guys doing?
Wonderful.
Good.
Good. All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna get this one out of the way real quick because I don't want to save it to the end. I'm gonna call up Ross here. Obviously, he's got to pick Michigan State game. Obviously, he's gonna go with. I let him go with who he's gonna go with. I can't argue with him in this one, but Ross, give it to me softly.
So I'm gonna go with Michigan minus 24. This is I know it's a rivalry game, but these are two teams that are so vastly in different places this season. And Michigan is the only team in FBS right now to have beaten every team by 20 plus points. And so that trend is not going to stop. Michigan State is absolutely reeling from what's going on in their program. They do not have a good product on the field right now. And Michigan is absolutely just steamrolling. I mean, Blake Corum is an absolute beast. He's not going to be stopped. Donovan Edwards finally started to get things rolling last week, and it's taken him long enough. I mean, Michigan is literally hitting stride rather than anything else. They've gotten nothing but better over the past, even with a slow start last week. I mean, they still just blew the doors off. So it's going to be a debacle. Michigan wants as much blood as they can get, and Michigan State just doesn't have the team to stop them. So I think Michigan wins this one by. We could be looking at a 35-point beatdown.
So what? So what? You telling me not to watch the game? You telling me to?
No, I'm going to enjoy every second of this stomping.
Here's the thing. This is the only positive thing. 7:30 at night. I can either be drunk before it happens and not remember it, or be drunk by halftime and go to bed and forget about it. I agree with you, Ross. It's just, we had actually talked about a year ago somebody actually going to this game. Yeah, it's all right.
Well, this one is tough because I love when Michigan wins outright. Don't get me wrong. I like when this is a good hard fought game though too. And it's not going to happen this year. And that's okay. I mean, Michigan has had a couple against Michigan State.
Yeah. Wait.
They didn't do well either. So
hey, my dog's barking. There's no dog barking in this one. And hey, don't be condescending. We know this is going to be a bloodbath. It's all right. I'll take this one. All I know is Michigan State created the surrender cobra. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Michigan State in the past decade, they've had a few on us. This is not going to be that year.
No. Actually, I heard this thing today. If I were to give you Michigan State plus 99.5 against Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State, would you take it?
Oh. No.
No, neither would I. All right. Let's move on. I've had enough of this. It's going to be bad enough for me Saturday. I've had enough. All right, Rye. We'll move on. A little smaller spread here. And nothing that I care about.
No one's feelings are hurt here, so we're good.
No. So give me one of your plays for this weekend.
Well, I'm glad you don't care about our service academies. But
Don't put that in my mouth. Hey, Trump, don't put words in my mouth.
All right, so we're going with the Air Force Navy game. Air Force has won its first 6 games of the season. They've actually won 11 in a row going back to last year, which is tied for the longest active streak in the country. We know who the other team is. So they find themselves ranked number 22. This is the first time since 2019 they've been in the top 25. So we have Larrier. He was injured last week in a 34-27 win over Wyoming. Jensen Jones should be a fine backup. He's decent. He can use his legs. Air Force is a running team, so that's helpful. They put up 356 yards rushing last week against Wyoming. The side of Navy, they'll also be playing a backup QB. Lavatai has not been impressive as a QB. I think Woodson is a downgrade. He's not good at all. He does run the ball a little bit, which obviously helps in Navy's offense. But last week, he just completed 5 of 14 passes for 85 yards. I think Air Force is a resilient team. They play hard. They punch you in the mouth. They know the triple option, so that shouldn't be a problem to defend. I think they're going to – I'm going to take the team who's better on both sides of the ball. I think they pull away here and cover the spread. So I like Air Force minus 10.5.
All right. Hey,
I like that one too.
I did have Navy last week. Pulled out that win for me, 4% play. So
Air Force only allows 77 rushing yards a game on the ground, going up against a Navy team that obviously all they want to do is run the ball. So this is going to be a lot of running, but yeah, Air Force's run defense is just as strong as their run offense. So
Air Force also has the slowest pace in college football. So that Navy defense is going to be on the field a long time. So I think we're going to see some big plays in the fourth quarter from Air Force. That should help as well.
All right. And Ross, just get back to something you said about the Michigan State game. Not that I want to talk about that at all, but no. Something else. It came again last week, and I don't know what the second half over under is on the Michigan State game, but I think last week was. I don't know if it was. I think it might have been Michigan team total over 17 in the second half, and it hit again last week, and that seems to be a play that's hit every week.
So Michigan team totals in the second half. I believe that is 6-0 on the year. And that is. This is not going to be – Michigan's not going to come out and take a 4-touchdown lead going into halftime. That's just – for whatever reason, it takes Michigan forever to get that going this year. And so it's all going to come in the second half. I think if there's any – listen, if they don't beat Michigan State by 24, whatever. I think your strongest bet, though, is whatever Michigan's total is in the second half, take the over. Because – they struggle in the first half.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Michigan will have the spread covered in the first half, but Jim Harbaugh is that big of an asshole that he'll just keep scoring, and we'll get it back when we get Urban as the coach next year. Then we'll get even. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, Ross. You got another Big Ten game here.
You're going to round it out with Penn State plus 4.5 at the Horseshoe. And honestly, this game here is I
don't like that one.
Yeah, here we go. Ohio State still has some work to do in proving that they are deserving of the number 3 ranking. And I think Penn State is a better team overall than Ohio State. The Penn State, I think in the past, was it 3 or 4 years, Penn State's only been an away underdog as far as being a ranked team one time. They won that game. I like Penn State in this one too. Actually, I like Penn State to win, and I think there's just a lot of injuries still for the Buckeyes that are not. They're just not going to be. A lot of their key players aren't going to be 100% for this game, and they need them to be 100% for this game, and they're not going to be. Their running backs are not going to be 100%. Their wide receiving core is not going to be 100%, and they need to be in order to win this game. And so I actually think Penn State's going to win. I'll take the plus 4.5.
All right.
James Franklin
What's
likes to
George?
run up that score too. Hopefully, he gets a chance against Ohio State.
Oh, I'd love to. I mean, I hate Ohio State.
But that's my only thing about this game. It's James Franklin. Yeah, it is James Franklin. When was the last big game James Franklin has actually won?
He struggles in them, yes.
The Rose Bowl last
I mean,
year.
that's the only thing. Huh?
The Rose Bowl last year.
Again. Hey. Yeah, you sit there with Pittsburgh and those guys. You stay over that Big Ten. That's what we Rose Bowl means nothing if you don't win the Big Ten. It's a Big Ten thing. Yeah, Rose Bowl is just Rose Bowl. James Franklin. That's the only thing. Anything when I bet Penn State, that's my only in the big game. That's my only thing. It's James Franklin, but hey, he's better than Harlan Barnett. That's for damn sure. Right, Cape? You got one more. You got a total here, a little bit different.
Yeah, and I'm going over, which is a little bit different. So I'm looking at the Duke Florida State game. I am assuming that Leonard plays here. Obviously, I'd wait to see if he does. I don't know if I'd assume that the total is going to move up when he's announced in. But yeah, Duke has a stingy defense, but they are relying on forcing turnovers. FSU offense is the best Duke has seen all season. They average 42.2 points per game. FSU likes to move the ball down the field. They have a great passing attack. Their running game is on point. They're mistake-free. On the defensive side, FSU defense creates turnovers, gives them good offensive field position, and it keeps the offense on the field so that the defense can get some rest. On the other side, Duke also has a good offense. They have a great running game, one of the best in the league. Duke is a team that also doesn't make mistakes on offense. So I expect both teams to flirt with the 30s. This total is 49.5. I think we go way over that. Yeah, so we're going with the over 49.5. I just think it's too low here.
All right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think this game goes over. I don't know. I think that is a low number. I think Florida State at least puts up 30 for sure in this one. All right. There you go. There you have it. We'll run that down these real quick. I will put this up again for those that missed it. Michigan minus 24 comes from Ross. And I can't disagree. Penn State plus 4.5. Air Force minus 10.5 from Rye Cape. And Rye Cape gave you a total of Duke, Florida State over 49.5. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming on. We're going to have an NFL show tomorrow. We have NASCAR report coming up on Sunday. Those races are winding down. And Rye Cape did give out the winner last week in the race. So tune in for his picks for this Sunday. We got NBA hopefully coming around the corner, NHL coming around the corner. A lot of shows coming up, so stick around. Check out theinsiderzoom.com. Like, subscribe to the channel here. Ross, sorry I couldn't have been more banterish and argue with you at the Michigan State game. I just have nothing left. I'm beat down. Bring on Urban Meyer. Bring on somebody. And then next year we can have a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I just don't have it this year.
Yeah,
Especially after last week's debacle of a game. I'm done. I'm beat down. Finished.
yeah,
We do have
that
we do,
comeback did not help any of the poise for Michigan State. So
we do have the Lions, but that's for tomorrow's show.
that's right.
Right,
That's
Cape?
right.
Yeah, right, Cape. Again, thanks a lot. Tell the people where they can find you and what you got coming on this week and coming in the weekend.
Yeah, you can find me at Cape on all social media. As always, the NASCAR report every race day at noon. You can find these plays will be up at Pick Advisor. And most importantly, find me at insidersroom.com where I have my premium plays. I think everything today's done. But I have a college football play tomorrow. I have some hockey tomorrow. Obviously, when NBA starts out, I have some of that. I have some college plays already in for this weekend, as well as some NFL plays. So come check me out, insidersroom.com.
The NASCAR report, just a little heads up. Rory Picks will be back. Hey, we always got to have the Southern guy on a NASCAR show coming up. And we have a couple other another special guest. Tune in to find out who that is. Again, thanks a lot, guys. We'll be on again tomorrow for the NFL if you want for NFL picks. Right, again, I'll let you close out all the shows as you do.
All right, let's cash some tickets.